Welcome back to Digital Assets Daily. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in your corner of the world. I want to get into a little designated Accenture video, as Accenture was the chosen one for the US digital dollar. And more than that, but we're going to get into that discussion today, just to follow up to make sure everything still seems to be on plan and on schedule, and make sure it's still doing other projects. First article, U.S. could pilot a digital dollar quickly if project gets the green light, says Accenture's blockchain lead. Just one of many articles. I grabbed the first one. Nothing special about this. The United States could rapidly enter into pilots of a central bank digital currency once the project is launched, said David Treat, the senior managing director and global blockchain lead at Accenture and co-lead of the digital dollar project. It would be easily conceivable that from the moment of go, within a couple of quarters, you could have real working use cases in the real world with you and I with wallets on our phones, exchanging tokens in some sort of context, said Treat in a Forecast News interview. So a first pilot use case can be done in months and quarters. It doesn't take years anymore. Next article, Accenture challenges Sorrell's S4C and agency production houses with CreativeDrive Acquisition, which we've discussed in recent videos. The Accenture Interactive seems to be venturing onto MediaMonk's territory with the acquisition of CreativeDrive, and described as a global tech-driven content production company that simplifies, automates, and scales the creative asset production process. And the terms are undisclosed. Digital production company MediaMonks is the jewel in the crown of Sir Martin Sorrell's new S4Capital empire. And a little bit into that, the founded in 2015, CreativeDrive has a global network of on-premise content studios designed for fast and flexible production across all format types, including motion, photography, CGI, and augmented reality. It says it can connect to client systems through its own software, and clients include Estee Lauder, Michael Kors, and Walmart. And actually, one of my favorite watches is my Michael Kors. Accenture Interactive CEO Brian Whipple says speed is today's currency, particularly as the issue at hand accelerates the massive disruption that brands are experiencing as consumers shift to online channels at an unprecedented pace. The acquisition of CreativeDrive is an investment in our clients and their future success, positioning us even more strongly to help them rise to this challenge and create a content revolution in a creative, cost-effective, and agile manner. Not just a rival for S4C, but then also the likes of you and Mr. Jones, in-house agency network, independents like TAG, and the big holding company production operations, including WPP's Hogarth. Accenture to help Bank of England with payments overhaul is the next article. And I found this actually the reason I wanted to discuss it, because we know Accenture is helping with the U.S. digital dollar. Now we have them directly from yesterday's news helping the Bank of England with their payments overhaul. So I love to find consistency, and I love to find more and more recent articles, because it gives credibility and power to the knowledge we already have, knowing that they are going to be working with the U.S. real-time payment system. Into the article a little bit, the Bank of England has hired IT consulting firm Accenture to refresh a key part of the UK's crucial payment system in a deal worth up to £150 million. The firm will overhaul the real-time gross settlement RTGS service, the backbone of the country's huge payment system. The Bank of England's real-time gross settlement RTGS service is the infrastructure which holds accounts for banks, building societies, and other institutions delivering final and risk-free settlement. The service plays a central role in the UK economy, processing approximately £685 billion worth of transactions each working day, every single day. That's a big number. The Bank of England has been using the system since 1996, but is currently looking to enhance it. As the digitalization continues to transform the way that the financial sector functions, a program of work has been established to deliver a renewed RTGS service expected to run until 2025. And as we know, that's a major turning point for the entire digital asset space, as it is the projected and stated within the financial and fintech industry as the full maturity for the market. And when everything goes live and we go from our current less than 1% to the projected 90% globally using this new technology. Another article, let's see, Accenture makes 20th acquisition in 2020 with CreativeDrive BOE. We've discussed this, but I just wanted to show again that it is still moving forward. This is still happening, and it continues growing in a massive way with this acquisition shown 20th acquisition in 2020. Now remember that, along with the article here with it's now challenging Sorrell's S4C. We know it's doing the digital dollar, and then coming back, not only is it working with the US, but it's working with the Bank of England. So to me, that is pretty major and very, very exciting. So I want to dedicate this one directly for Accenture, as it is the chosen for the US digital dollar. And thinking of Hester Pierce, as she has stated in her last term, which she previously got reinstated for another 5 years and re-elected for her current position. As she stated, before the end of her term, she will have a U.S. digital dollar. And then the thought that comes to mind is that U.S. President Trump, current and most likely, will get reelected. It would be pretty tough to see that not happening from all of his success in the financial world. I stay neutral in politics, but as an investor, I have to look out for my investment and think of things that are going to make that more successful. So moving beyond that, he has stated he would like to have a U.S. gold-backed currency, and with his chosen pick, with the Judy Sheldon, who is basically already positioned. She has already got the first confirmation, as she has stated for many years that she is a proponent of a gold-backed U.S. currency, even in a cryptocurrency type of way. So we have a current Charlie Ward, Dr. Charlie Ward, who has stated, take it as it is, but I can only share the content, who has stated that there is already a gold-backed digital currency, that Ripple is already a gold-backed digital currency. So it would be very exciting to see, because when I think of that, the first thought that comes to mind is the SDR from 1969 under the IMF, which has always been 0.88 grams of gold, as it is already backed by gold. And you think of all of the gold-backed currencies out there, and you think of the two major cross-border, by design, digital assets available would be Ripple's XRP for the wholesale and Stellar XLM for the retail. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there. Most likely both will be used, or, as time will tell, we'll follow this and see which one, if not both of them, will be used. So I'm patiently waiting to see. As research has shown, they are also used with Ethereum, specifically even more so Quorum, which connects on the hybrid technology side, which they said would be chosen because of its green capabilities, would be Zenfin. So we continue to show over and over from last year to current that Ripple, Stellar, and the Ethereum / Quorum / Zenfin will be definitely making a dent in the new financial universe. All right, guys, I'm going to leave you with a final thought. Every morning when you wake up, you need to start off your day with a positive thought. I would say write this one down, because this one has made a huge impact personally on me. And it's a great one to think about every time the world or life beats you down. It's just kind of weird. I just chose this one as I think this one might help someone today, as it constantly helps me when I'm feeling weak, down, and exhausted. I can and I will. Watch me. To me, this is one of the greatest positive mental personal motivators that I daily say to get through challenge after challenge. All right, guys, remember, this is not financial advice. It is for entertainment purposes only. Much love to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for your support. You are amazing, and we'll catch you in the next one.